Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of Film Talk Friday. I'm your host, Matthew, and just a little rundown what the show's going to be about. It's a weekly show that airs on Fridays, and I just want to go over a movie or a TV show of some sort, and, I'm just going to give my thoughts on it, a review, or just, generally talk about it. The show's very bare bones, I'm just doing this, uploading it one time a week, or bi-weekly, but I'm going to try it for once a week. It's just me by myself. I'm recording this off of OBS. I'm going to be doing very little post-editing, so it's going to be raw, thoughts. There's going to be mess-ups, try and edit where I can. I'll make improvements where I can, find them. But, just testing the waters here, this very first episode. I'll try and bring some friends on when I can, just give, alternative perspectives and such. But, let's get right into it. The first movie I want to talk about on the show is Dune. A little late to the party here, but, this one was a very anticipated movie for me. I'd, heard about it, months and years ago, whatever. Then, Denis Villeneuve, he was the one who directed it. I was very excited because, I love Blade Runner 2049. I thought that movie was phenomenal, one of my favorites by far. So I was really excited to see what he could do with the Dune universe. The only, concern I had was, in the box office, Blade Runner 2049 only grossed about $92.1 million, and it made a worldwide total of $260 million. Starting off, before the release, whatever, it kind of did really poorly in the box office. Movie had a budget about $185 million, so, with Dune I was a little concerned. I was, waiting to see what the box office brought in, to make sure, part 2 was going to get greenlit, because the movie, is phenomenal. I think it was a very good, part 1. I know, Villeneuve, probably butchering the name too. Pronunciations are pretty bad, but I know he really wanted to shoot for a longer runtime, make the movie 5 hours. He, didn't want to put in the 2 parts, and I heard he did. There's a little back and forth. Not 100% up to date on that, but overall the movie was a solid setup. I thought it did everything it was supposed to. I thought the world was beautiful, the cinematography, the score for Hans Zimmer. Can't get any better than that. And there's just one thing that Denis he always capitalizes on. Blade Runner 2049 had such great, just really atmospheric, long pan shots with an epic score. He's really good at putting perspective in that make you actually feel you're in the movie, and make objects the sandworms in the movie truly made you feel the gargantuan size and stature of them. So at times it's you see that and you're really intimidated. I mean, this is one of those movies where just seeing it on even a 4K TV won't do it justice. It's just one of the movies you have to see in theaters. And I know that's one thing he was really pushing for, was to get people to go out there and see the movie, which clearly people did, because there's a little spoiler if you haven't seen it. Well, not even really a spoiler. It's just a good little notion, because it's part 1, so at the very start. Part 2 was greenlit. It was an official post on their Instagram. I think they're estimating for sometime in October 2023. So, you just need to hurry up and fly by so we can get our closure and get Dune Part 2. But, overall cast, Timothy Chalamet, probably butchering that name too. Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Skarsgård, Brolin, Batista. Just an epic cast. I thought they all did what they were brought on to do. Josh Brolin, he's just always solid. Batista has been doing great work in Guardians of the Galaxy. I was really excited for that. Jason Momoa, easily rising to fame ever since Game of Thrones, Aquaman. Here's a little spoiler warning for you. The only thing I was really hoping to see in the first part of Dune was see Dave Bautista versus Jason Momoa. I was really wanting to see that, but you've seen the movie, you know what happens. I think that would have been an epic clash, but yeah, I don't really have any negatives to say about the movie. I just really fucking enjoyed it as a sci-fi fan, just as a overall geek of cinematography, and just a lover of an epic score. It's visually pleasing. It's a straight eargasm. It's this in Blade Runner 2049. It's just neck and neck in my opinion. It's just Denis Villeneuve. He's just doing great things in the sci-fi world. and I'm so happy that part 2 got greenlit. Um, Overall story, it's a 2 hour and 30-minute movie. I didn't feel like there's really like any like slow pacing to it, because sometimes you're watching a movie and you're like, all right, just get on with it. Come on to the next part. It's just truly capture the story and what the world is. It's just all so beautiful. Um, yeah, I'm just like at a loss for words. Just recollecting on the movie and seeing it. It's just really great. If you haven't seen Dune, I don't know what you're doing here. You need to go and watch that. It's still in theaters. Go see it in theaters. Support it. Um, we need more better adaptations of sci-fi, and just need to give it love. I mean, look at Blade Runner 2049. I don't know if we'll ever see another, like, I don't even know if we need to, but that movie was just great. I was just very, very displeased that it didn't do so well during the first initial runnings, but Dune did well. Its feet are off the floor. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, this is very initial, like, my thoughts on the movie. If I'm gonna add like a little rating scale, if I had to do like, I don't know, I'll do like a 1 through 10. I'd definitely give Dune a solid like, I'll just go for a 9.5. I never like to rate things at the very peak because there's always room for improvement, and if you're capped at the very top, there's no room to give more. I'm hoping that Dune Part 2 will be the 10 out of 10. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what Villeneuve does with Part 2, and I don't know, I might revisit this and rewatch Dune and maybe even drop another review about it, just give like a more in-depth take on it. But I just wanted to put this video out here, just give everyone a little taste of what's to come. Recording this really late at night just because I want to throw something out there, see how it's received. Any critiques, feedback, recommendations, I appreciate all of that. Drop a comment, a like, tell me your favorite parts of Dune, tell me what you'd want me to review. I love watching films. I'd really like to, get better at reviewing, and I just honestly just want to take this as like a nice little hobby, like, I'm speaking to some friends and just, give my take, hopefully resonate with some people. I know this one is just pretty much just me just honestly just sucking the movie's dick, but, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I was looking forward to it for a long time. It definitely met every mark that I was like, a little checklist, and it all matched, the visuals, cinematography, the score, the casting, the writing, the world, the action sequences. It's like, I never watched the original one, but I definitely have plans to go through and revisit that, or not even revisit, but to watch it. But although I don't know if it'll hold up as well now since watching that one. And same with the book. I made about halfway through the book, but I need to go through and finish that. Hopefully before Part 2 comes out, I'll have watched the original and I will have finished the first book. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next Friday. I'll see what I review.